Last episode, I discussed to create dialog using MatBlazor to save customer information. In this episode, I would like to discuss how we could customize that dialog to update customer information. This is the application I have been adding feature in this playlist. This is the customer edit dialog. I have built this dialog at last episode, and here is display customer component. This component is displaying customer. I will add edit button inside this component. Let's add. Let's remove this one and change this delete text to edit. And here I'm adding a bootstrap class button primary. Let's save and let's see in browser. Here we can see the edit button. As this edit button will open dialog, and dialog code is inside the different component, which is customer edit dialog. So I need to add customer edit dialog inside this component like an HTML element. Now this customer edit dialog becomes a child component and display customer component is a parent component. Now I will add on-click event to the edit button here and will assign a event handler method on handle edit. I need to define this event handler method inside the CS file of display customer component here, private void. So to open this dialog, I need to call this open dialog method of customer edit dialog inside this event handler method. To call child component method from parent component, Blazor has ref directive. Let's add a ref directive inside here. I need to assign a instance of customer edit dialog. Let's name it customer dialog. Also, I need to declare this instance inside the display customer component, customer edit dialog, and the instance name is customer dialog. So now I can call the open dialog by using the instance of customer edit dialog. Let's save and let's see in browser. Let's click. It should open the dialog, but we cannot see dialog. Let's investigate. Let's open the developer tool. Inside the console, we can see an error. Element must have at least one focusable child, which is very confusing error. Let's investigate. These components are nested. Here, the display customer is a child component, and the customer is the parent. And here we can see this display customer iterates through a for each loop for displaying customer. This might be reason for not opening the dialog. So what can we do to open the dialog? Instead of accessing customer edit dialog directly inside this component, we can pass a notification to its parent, which is customer component, and this customer can open the dialog. Let's see. Let's remove first this reference and then adding a event callback like on delete to pass a notification to the parent. Changing on delete to on edit, and inside the on handle edit event handler method, instead of calling the open dialog using the instance of customer edit dialog, I am triggering the on edit event here. On edit in async, so it should be task. I'm assigning this on edit event to event handler method of customer component. Here it should be on handle edit, let's define the event handler method of on handle edit here, void on handle edit, and inside this method I'm calling open dialog method of customer edit dialog to open the dialog. Let's save and see in browser. Let's click the edit button. Okay, now we can see the edit dialog, but form element is not populated. It should populate it with the value of the current customer. Let's see how we can do that. We need to use a generic of event callback. This event can pass the customer model. Let's remove this code. This is no longer required. And I'm adding a parameter here. So the parameter is customer model, and I'm passing this customer to the parent component through this event. And also I have to pass the current customer to this event handler method. So let's change by adding a lambda expression. We can pass the current customer like this way. So we need to add a additional parenthesis. Okay, and then we need to update this on handle edit event handler method inside of customer component. So I'm adding here customer model, and this customer should be passed into the open dialog, and inside the open dialog I'm adding a parameter to the open dialog. I'm assigning this customer to the customer model. So this customer model, and for here I'm passing a empty customer. Let's say open the browser Let's click the edit button. Here we can see the current customer. Now we can see the form elements of this dialog populated with customer data. Let's tweak some codes on edit dialog so that we can understand whether the dialog is for new customer or for update customer. Let's see. Here is the customer edit dialog. Let's add a condition. So the condition is customer model with ID equal 0. Then it will show the new customer. Else it will show in title update customer. Let's save and let's see in browser. Let's click here. We can see the title is update customer. Cancel and let's click the create customer. We can see the title is new customer and there is no data. Let's add some code inside the handles valid submit method so that the customer is being updated. So add a condition here. If the customer ID is greater than 0, then it will call customer update API to update the customer model. And in the else part, it will call the post API to create a new customer. Let's save and let's see. Edit. So let's change Ehasanul to Ehasan. Click submit. Here we can see customer updated and the list has been refreshed. In the next video, I'll discuss how we can use MatDialog service to open the dialog.